Hi, I'm Alexis Rivera, the writer and director of the series Girl Dinner, and this is the director's commentary for the series premiere, Cutlery. I wanted to open the series this way because Sunset Boulevard was the first film I saw in film school, and that floating body always stuck with me. Jordan was underwater for almost an hour while we grabbed everything, and shooting vertical meant she had to be fully submerged most of the time. And of course, the hot tub light broke right before we rolled, so we were scrambling with little pop up lights. And the biggest thing was checking on Jordan and making sure we didn't push her past her limits. Starting with Courtney made sense because she's the most reserved character of the group, so seeing her alone before the chaos shows you who she really is. And Arch brought so much attitude to this moment. She nailed the perfect take, and right as she was finishing, the camera died. So I asked her to do it the exact same way again, and she did. And this scene wasn't even in the original script. After the first cut, the episode felt short, so we added it during pickups. And once we did, we realized how essential it was for establishing the world we're about to enter, and letting Courtney narrate that worked out great. And you'll also notice the reflections around her face. That became a visual theme for her character for the rest of the series. This moment was written and blocked on the spot because we were on our final day in overtime and still had two big scenes left, and the actresses learned the blocking in real time and completely leaned into their characters. Everyone flooding in from different corners of the house makes it feel like they're all on a mission to find Jackie, even if they each have their own reasons and energy behind it. Because Jordan had to stay floating while the girls ran out, we shot from above so she can sneak quick breaths if she needed to, and we never rehearsed lifting her out, but Arch and Nat were strong and managed to get her out safely without hurting her, but the moment plays so heavy because the cast fully committed. This is one of my favorite scenes. We shot it from below as if we're Jackie looking up at them. It let the actors bounce off each other without needing a ton of coverage. Shakira had these micro reactions and side eyes that were so sharp they ended up being some of my favorite moments. And the whole visual of the girl standing over Jackie was inspired by one of our film references, Jawbreaker. I've always loved that shot of the friends looking down at the body trying to process what just happened, and I wanted to bring that same unsettling mixture of shock, guilt, and suspicion into this moment. When Kamari says the line about five women of color and a dead white woman, I wanted the room to fall silent for a beat. Because it's not about Jackie, it's about the reality of how women of color get treated in situations like this. You can feel the tension between them shift, like everyone suddenly realizes that the stakes of the night are bigger than their personal drama. And that's what makes the scene hit the way it does. This was the first song I locked for the show. I knew from day one I wanted those whip pans hitting to the beat. The actresses had to snap their heads with the beat while Brittany, our DP, whipped the camera with them, and she nailed the timing. Reversing the night instead of just cutting to the beginning was inspired by Vantage Point. I wanted to set the stage for the structure of the whole series. The night resets and we get to climb backwards through every perspective and learn what really happened. Thanks for watching. Make sure to tune in next week for episode 2, Spicy Tuna Roll.